Hello folks and welcome back to Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt. As always, of course, I am Falcon, your host. Last time, we had the big fight with the Wild Hunt. They were here to try and get Ciri, and they ended up basically beating us, but Ciri ended up unleashing her power to such a
Zirael
degree
can
that it
harness
drove
immense
them
amounts
out.
of the power. Why has no one taught her to control this?
Actually, some did teach her.
Clearly to no effect.
I'll gladly argue with you about this some other time.
Unfortunately, what ended up causing her to unleash her power was the loss of, man, why can I, the game, why can I no run? Oh lord, I forgot his damn name now. The older Witcher, the one who trained everybody. Shit. And they'll probably say what his name is down here in a second. Why can I not freaking run? What is going on? What is wrong with you, game? Go. What is the problem? Can't like move at all. It must be because it must be trying to do like a cutscene or something.
Haven't had a chance to talk. Thanks for your help. And for looking after Ciri.
You will thank me later. Now we must take Zirael from here, hide her, and then gather a greater force.
Anyone, everyone we could count on came here to Kaer Morhen.
Which is why we must seek the help of enemies. Magic is our best defense against the hunt. We need sorceresses. Archmistresses of magic.
You mean the Lodge?
Really have a whole lot of choice, but the lodge is in shambles, though. They are not.
Many of the Lodge's members are dead. The rest are in hiding.
Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, and Fringilla Vigo are likely still alive.
And Francesca? And Ida? Think they'd agree?
Yeah, that's
I
the
think
whole
they'll
thing.
take convincing. Would you rather speak to Kira alone?
That would probably be best.
Yeah. Kira does not get along with her at all. They get along. She gets along with Triss to a degree. She is not like Yennefer. Really want to involve the Lodge, but we may not have much of a choice.
Don't trust the Lodge one bit. But doesn't seem like we have a choice.
Because we don't. I've made an agreement
Probably.
with the Emperor. In exchange for its help, the Lodge will be granted amnesty and find asylum in Nilfgaard. That will be our bargaining chip. Triss, I wish to leave today to find the sorceresses. Will you help me?
Of course. Even got an idea where you could start.
Damn it! Again, you planned without even asking what I think. I've had enough of this. I won't be taken somewhere like a bundle. I will not sit and twiddle my thumbs. I am sick of waiting, sick of hiding.
Okay, well, you're right. What do you want?
You're right. Prove today you can take care of yourself.
Easier to pat someone on the back and hope things will work out than it is to face the truth. Zirael possesses a great power she cannot control. She is a danger to herself, to others. Until she learns to control it, she should remain isolated.
First of all, bollocks. Second, if you're going to speak of courage, at least address me directly and not through Geralt.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
No, you can't go anywhere. Oh. Hold on one second. There's one thing I need to check here really quick. Oh, internet. Why you do this to me, internet? Why do you constantly do this to me? What is your problem? I have, internet issues a lot of the time, and where the game or the internet will, it's like wigs out and stops working correctly for no real good damn reason. It is more than a little obnoxious. Okay, yeah, I need to go after her.
Better go after her.
Wait, she needs time. We must let her resolve her grief on her own. Then we should start training as soon as possible. She must learn to control her abilities.
True, she does need.
This training really necessary?
She does need some
You saw
control.
what happened. She could be a greater threat than the Hunt.
Yeah.
Fine. We'll stay here a while longer, then join you and Triss in Novigrad. Meet at Dandelion's Inn.
Come on, Yen. The sooner we leave, the better.
See ya.
Alright, so you're the dude who apparently knows how to help her learn to control her powers, so what do you expect to do? How do you intend to do this? A few days later. Bit of a jump there. I have so many points that I haven't spent. Because of the way the fucking traits work in this, there's really no point in spending points most of the time. It doesn't do anything for you. Unless you can equip them, the traits do nothing, so...
It's not working, don't you see?
Discouraged after a mere 8 attempts? Cyril,
How many times must I try?
as many as it takes.
But I'm not getting anywhere.
Not, but you gotta keep at it.
We shall return to this later.
Every time you try and fail, though, I'm sure you learn a little something.
Didn't make it far first time out on the gauntlet either.
Geralt, please, not now. By comparison, the gauntlet was a walk in the park. But that's not the point.
What is?
Avalok says nothing will come of this until I stop thinking about the battle.
Probably
But
do.
at the moment, I find it impossible to fill my head with kittens and vanilla pudding. Tell me, how do you do it?
What?
Always manage to pull yourself together. Focus. No matter what's happening.
There's a certain ancient method. Vesemir taught it to me, and Barman taught it to him.
Will you take me into the mountains and make me drink hemlock?
The Skellige druids have used it for centuries. It always works.
Hey!
Get you in some snow. She's like, how dare you?
You'll regret that.
You're a little slow making snowballs there, girl.
Hey, that's cheating.
Wimp.
We'll see about that.
I will thrash you.
Don't you go? How do I...
Good shot.
How do I... There we go. Oh, well, that sucked. Snowball.
That's cheating.
Cheating! Oh, the snowball! To your face!
Oh, you're right now.
Okay, need more snow. Not going where I need to go for... Oh, ooh, watch out. Hey! Damn it! Up with your hacks!
I will thrash you.
Or will you? By the way, that right there, the decision to do the snowball fight or to try to console her just with words, basically, is one of the critical choices that affects the end of the game. It affects what she ends up doing and how the like what ending you end up getting. And I win. Hit me like once.
You were right. That really works. Thanks.
Glad to be of service. So what now?
I'll go see where our dearest sage is.
You gonna get her again? Like, oh. Like, no more of that now.
Geralt. Geralt. Wake up.
Oh, where? Ow.
What? What's happening?
Get up. We must go. I've saddled the horses.
Ciri, it's the crack of dawn. Where do you want to go?
To Velen. Bald Mountain. But a few days till the Witch's Sabbath. And guess who's the guest of honor?
Dunno. Enlighten me.
Imlerith. We'll have no better chance to get him.
Where'd you get this idea? What's gotten into you?
I must avenge Vesemir.
Sure. Oh,
The
that's
Sabbath. It's the perfect opportunity. Imlerith will be drunk among his cohorts, caught up in the revelry. He'll not expect the blow.
How do you know this? How'd you learn about this?
How'd you learn all this? Imlerith? The Sabbath?
Avilark. He told me of those who chase us. Claims knowledge itself can tip the scales. Come.
Certainly.
We shall talk on the way.
Could go visit the Emperor.
Wait. Something I gotta tell you before we go. You know, the Emperor really wanted you found.
Yennefer mentioned something.
Wanted you to visit him.
Why would you tell me now?
'Cause this could be your last chance to see your father.
Think I should go?
Yeah. Probably should, but... Oh, I don't know if I can tell her to make her own decision on this. Because if I tell her... If I tell her that and she decides no, we're in trouble. Because I need her to go see him. There's
Probably
a
just wants
specific
to
ending
talk.
I'm trying to go for.
How can you be sure? What if he wants something more?
Promised me he wouldn't force you to do anything.
So I should go?
He is your father.
Vizima is on the way. I suppose we can drop in.
Only kind of on the way. Not really on the way. But
Ready?
Let's go.
go a good deal further to get to Vizima than you do to go to Bald
After the
Mountain.
Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan a revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of confused about which one is Imlerith. Is Imlerith that dude with the big ass hammer and the shield? Or was Imlerith the other guy who was more like the or was more the leader of the forces and stuff? I don't really know. Hi there.
Your Imperial Majesty, Geralt of Rivia, and
Cirilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon, Queen of Sintra, Princess of Bruges, and Duchess of Sutton, heiress to Innes Ard Skellig and Innes Anne Skellig, and suzerain of Atra and Abiara. Get used to it. Before long, every soul from Nilfgaard to the Dragon Mountains will kneel before you.
I don't know about that, but
I did not expect you to keep your word, Witcher.
we're actually here thanks to Ciri. She did decide to come, but
Ciri wanted to hear what you have to say.
And she will. Your reward.
no thanks. It's important that we don't take this as one of the other big decisions.
Didn't come to collect on a deal. You asked me to bring your daughter here. I did just that. Ciri will hear you out. Then we leave.
Are you sure? Never again would you need to stalk monsters while wading through sewage.
I already
sure.
have enough money that if that really came down to it, I guarantee you're not going to give me enough money for it to matter.
I understand. Honor prevents you from accepting coin. In that case, a stallion, a thoroughbred Nilfgaardian, awaits you in the stables. Treat it as an expression of my gratitude.
Thank you.
Now forgive me. I wish to speak to my daughter.
Follow
Okay.
me, sir.
It's important that you don't accept the money, though. If you do, then she thinks that you're only doing this for coin and you don't actually care about her. There's a couple of different endings. But the ending...
White Wolf, good to see you.
Greetings,
this
General.
stuff.
You had no trouble crossing the Pontar, I trust.
None.
I take it you crossed via the ford near Banglin? It's fortunate you did not choose to ride through Rind, a troubled region still. Radovid seeks to breach the front in the west. But he'll not succeed. Not before the princess becomes empress and we bring order to the area.
I can't be sure she'll agree to that, but that's up to her.
Ciri hasn't agreed to that yet.
Yes, of course, she's tactful, not one to celebrate an offer not yet made. But this is not the kind of offer one refuses.
I don't know about that.
Isn't it?
Do you know any who would not like to be Emperor of Nilfgaard?
I
Can you imagine? I thought only the wine-addled minds of bards and poets could give birth to such stories. The prodigal daughter of the most powerful ruler in the continent's history returns on the eve of his final triumph to embrace her inheritance. Simpletons adore such stories as they do the princesses, ever beautiful and delicate who are the...
I think she's beautiful. Well, she's
Geralt,
pretty
we're
beautiful,
leaving.
but she sounds pretty pissed. But
So nice to see you, my lady.
Likewise. Time we were on our way.
A shame you can't stay. I hope to continue this on another occasion.
she sounds
That makes
pissed.
one of us.
Yeah. Said. She sounds pissed.
Well,
If he thinks he can buy me, he is sorely mistaken.
he offer anything specific?
Yes, very specific. And thoroughly absurd.
Sorry, I don't want to talk about it. Not now, at least.
Won't pressure you. When you're ready, let's go.
I was gonna say, pleased. Not pleased
After
at
the
all.
Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan a revenge. She woke Geralt one
Anyway,
night
there's
and
like
urged him
3
to
or
travel
4
with her to Velen,
different
to the top of Bald
options of
Mountain,
what happens
where she
to
knew
her.
she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had
And
to
kind of
die.
Geralt too. And your decisions, the 2 decisions that we made, technically 3 decisions that we made, either coming here, rather we would take the money, and what to do when we were trying to console her earlier, are 3 of the big decisions that affect the end of the game. I won't tell you what the options are. I won't tell you what does what. I'm going to tell you that the option I'm trying to go for requires the choices that I made. I don't usually look up that kind of stuff, but I want to make sure I get the specific ending. So I had to double check to make sure I was going for the right stuff. Why are we on the water? It'd be kind of easier to take a horse to do this. Well, maybe if we were coming from palace there, it might be quicker.
The men at Crow's Perch, they spoke of this place. Ard Serbin, home of the Ladies of the Wood.
Oh, I've been here before.
The peasants feared coming here, and the Baron thought the Ladies of the Wood a terrifying tale for naughty children. Incidentally, I wonder how the Baron is.
Hanged himself after his wife died. Daughter's in Novigrad.
A true shame.
Are you familiar with this place at all in reality?
You actually know this area?
Centuries ago, it was a hallowed site for druids. But then the Crones arrived, destroyed the Velen Circle, and deformed the sacred oak atop the mountain. An important feast is
Crones
observed
did
here
that.
annually. The Sabbath, they call it. All the local folk attend. I suspect Imlerith attends too, as the Crone's guest.
Seem to know it well.
Avalok's a good tutor.
So, how do you know he'll be here?
We stand to find Imlerith here? You sure?
Avalok told me of beings who commune with the NL elves. They can be found in every part of our world. In Velen, the Crones do this. Apparently, Imlerith came here at Eredin's behest, to order the Crones to keep their eyes open and ears pricked, in case Avalok were to seek shelter in his Velen hideout.
Took the order literally, judging by all the ears hanging in the woods. Think Imlerith might still be here?
He craves the pleasures of the flesh, wine, sex. The Crones indulge him, flatter his ego. I'm certain he'd not let this opportunity pass, and will be on Bull Mountain for the Sabbath.
Let's get this done.
We must reach the peak. We'll find Imlerith there. The peasant folk of Velen call this night the Feast of Gifts. I've no idea why.
Loads of footprints. Crowd of peasants came through here.
Where the hell did they come from? There are no boats. Oh, seriously, where did they come from? Out of the fucking ocean? Just walked up here? To swim? How can I still not run? Seriously, game. What is wrong with you? Really need to be able to run. No, that's not fun. Also not what I want. Friend. Set these to the correct thing. Does anything. Okay.
Avalok claims vanity is Imlerith's greatest weakness.
Vanity?
Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. The other one, Caranthir, is said to be secretive and pragmatic.
I'm not supposed
Hardly
to
surprising, given he was Avalok's student.
Guess I'm supposed to walk. Can't jump or anything either, so... I'm gonna guess that I'm simply not supposed to run here. Now, last time I was here, I was just traveling through the area. The place was filled.
The White One once served the ladies.
But he's an outside.
Let them approach.
But
They've come for the feast. Wouldn't do to cast them out.
Didn't come to celebrate. We need to get to the top of the mountain.
The gate is shut. You'll not pass. But we've fires down that way, with food and drink aplenty. Sit down beside one, and perhaps this year the ladies will descend. Give us the privilege of seeing them.
Okay, we'll sit down by a fire
We thank
for
you
a
for the
moment.
invitation. Be glad to sit down, right?
Speak for yourself.
Come with me.
Sit for the moment. See if it... Play along. This guy looks so pissed. Like, the animation of her crossing her legs there and leaning on her legs, and him sitting down, are actually pretty good, but you can see where the model is clipping through a little bit. So they weren't perfect with it, but it isn't bad. That was actually pretty smooth. was just the clipping that really kind of ruined it a little bit. His arms, I swear, when we were looking at him before head on, it looked like his arms were clipping. In fact, you can see it a little bit there, clipping into his robe over his legs there a little bit. It looks a lot worse from the front, actually, but... so why can't we get past...
Mentioned a gate. Said we wouldn't pass.
Only the chosen visit the ladies. Every year, young lads and lasses climb the mount, but never more than 3.
Let me guess. The young lads and lasses don't return.
No, they return happy and radiant. But rare is the one who then stays in Velen. Off they go to seek fortune in the wider world.
I'm almost certain that it's not them returning. Don't know what it would be precisely, but...
Ladies of the Wood visit you?
If they favor us. My father told me they descended once. Passed from fire to fire, listening to hopes and grievances. So each year, we wait for them to walk amongst us once more.
Haven't done it in a long time, then.
No point waiting to see if we'll get lucky.
Yeah, we gotta try to reach the peak.
That's the ladies. That's not their guests. We're here for one of the guests, not them. So, doesn't necessarily do anything for us even if they do come now. So what exactly does your feast celebrate?
This celebration, what's it about?
What do you need to know, Wanderer?
Why do you still have your stupid
anger.
crossbow?
The White Ones serve the ladies as we do now.
You seriously
We send them gifts all year long. And on this night, they repay us with their blessing.
I met one of your gifts to the crones. Snivelling. Scared to death and about 8 years old.
Stay calm.
So, their blessing, what does it do?
Said the ladies bestow blessings on you.
Aye, for our lives turn thus. First a summer of labouring neath the hot sun, then autumn rains, then a winter of death. Then we await spring, when all that is dead is born anew. And from our blood and sweat, the oak bears acorns, at times few, at times a handful.
What do you do with the acorns?
The Velen elders gather, hold council. Some favor grinding them to spread on the fields for a rich harvest. Others want them given to a cunning woman who'd make medicine for consumption.
A handful of enchanted acorns is enough for all Velen.
'Tis never enough.
Yeah, they're just...
Your children.
Barely enough.
Why do the ladies need them?
We know not and never ask.
You don't know? Then let me tell you.
Tell us instead what a peasant, his own young and starving, is to do with a wandering war orphan. You're not from here. Don't judge us by others' laws.
Trying to judge you by others' laws. They're trying to tell you what you're doing is just straight wrong.
Heard enough about this. We've got other questions.
Actually, we don't. We're done.
We should be going.
Eager to see the ladies. I share your yearning.
We're afire with yearning. Come, Geralt. We must get there before daybreak.
Go to the tent and stand before Thekla. She's the one who decides who's worthy to face the ladies. That's him.
Prepare for it. Let two prepares for you. Drive it not off with good words.
Oh, sorry. I was having a coughing fit.
Greetings!
Still experiencing a little bit of the problem, but
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
I can run again, though. Yay! One of these is the ones that I needed. Because I never have enough of them. Let me look. Let me look, because there's one particular one of the cordial things that I don't have very many of, and I don't know which one it is. Mandarin. Yeah. So I'm gonna buy all of these. Because they are relatively hard to find. Actually pretty rare that I find any of them, really. So 6 of them is actually pretty damn good. Oh, where were 8. You have 12 cherry ones. Okay, let's go ahead and buy 8 more of these, so we'll have 20 then. Not bad. I have a shit ton of things to sell. Currently I have less things to sell than I thought I did. Less things to sell than I thought, but definitely still have things to sell though. At this point, I have so many of most of these hides, such things. I can sell the majority of it because I don't exactly need most of it. Sell the Fizz Tech too. I am not going to use it. Sell most of it. Some of it, but certainly don't need all of that. Way more than I need, actually. Not a little bit more. It's way more. I don't think I'm going to. Actually, I don't think I think I just straight up don't have enough. Never use 47. I will never use 47 those like a million years. Yeah, there we go. That helps. That gives me most of his money. Okay. I have nothing else that I care about. Thank you.
Farewell.
Come again. Now they have another.
Sure things that's
Yeah?
Probably need to repair my gear.
Let me see what.
Far too low level to craft anything. I don't know that I really need anything crafted, even if you are.
So long.
And
Came down the mountain just before daybreak.
How did they look?
That one's
I think, much as I would like to keep going, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. That happened that I have not paid attention for so long that I have multiple slots. That's kind of annoying, actually. Let's see. To equip. Actually, I kind of want Whirl. But I still don't know how to use Whirl. I would like to have it, but I don't know how to actually. Let's see. See, I've gone for a very, heavy, just straight up combat focus. There's a lot of ways that you can play, a lot of different options that you can make, and there's a few. There's one that's really good. That if you go for, I don't know if I could do it at this point because I don't know that I have enough points. I'm almost certain I don't have enough points to unlock all the things that I would need. But there's one that focuses very heavily on the mutations here, or on the these ones. I guess they're all technically the sort of kind of mutations. But one that focuses very much on using potions and stuff. It's like that one. Side effects. Fire tolerance to increase your toxicity. Adaptation. Killing spree, I think, is the other one. Toxicity is above 0. Opponent kill decreases the chance of a critical hit by an additional 10%. And basically, it comes down to using that in a couple of, and the battle focus, battle trance things here. You do lots of criticals, you can rack up high quantities of damage, and use your adrenaline points to be able to just wreck the floor, basically, with your enemies. I kind of want Crippling Strike, but I need to put a bunch of points into something else in order to get that. Pretty good. Focus. Okay, so let's take... Let's take this. Spend all my points into that. And that unlocks the last level here of these. Oh yeah, here we go. Each adrenaline point adds 1% to the chance of killing an opponent instantly. That is one of the skills that you want to stack up with the one that really focuses really heavily on adrenaline points. I'm not really set up to do that. I'm more set up mostly to just do massive damage, period. And having said that, I really want to put most of my points into Crippling Strike. I may get Deadly Precision, and may even equip it. Swap out Whirl for it or something. But the Crippling Strikes here does this bleeding effect. I think this is probably a better choice. Let's put a bunch of points into that. Slot that there. And if we have... Did for a long time keep these upgraded, so if I have... I gotta see if I have greater red mutagen. I do. Greater green. Those. Do that, I need more lessers. Get enough to do it. Unfortunate, but oh well. So I'm going to go ahead and equip another red mutagen, because that will massively increase my damage. Another about 30% damage on top of what I was already doing. So, like, look at my damage here. 14 and almost 1,000. Take this off. 13 and less than 900. So it adds a lot of damage, basically. Basically, it adds a lot of damage. So, definitely pretty damned impressive. That actually gets all my points spent for the first time in ever. And I mean ever. So my next point will go into that, and my 2 points after that will go into Deadly Precision. And I'll be actually pretty close to the level cap, the original level cap, mind, before the expansion, first expansion came out. Crossbow that. It said that. Speaking of which, still don't have my damn crossbow. I just completely lost my crossbow, apparently. Hate my crossbow.
Like an army.
Okay, well, having said all that, I think this is going to be the end of the episode, folks. So next time, we will be proceeding up the mountain here. Try and... Oh, let's see.
Look,
Try and...
a child.
Well, that's not a child.
No,
That's, what's
a
his-
godling. I know him. Name's Johnny.
Why the hell is Johnny here?
Well, old B, you're back. And I see you found your lass. I'm Johnny. We've had the pleasure already. A bit one-sided though it was. See, I saw you running. Your back to me. As I was having the pleasure of... Oh, 'tis a long story.
They call me Ciri. Nice to meet you.
How are things, Johnny?
Health's good, so no complaints. What brings you here?
What brings you here?
What are you doing here? Last we met, you and the Crones weren't exactly friends.
I got an invitation I couldn't refuse, same as every year. In their peculiar way, the Crones tolerate my presence and wish to see me at their Sabbath. So I come, wander about, and go home with the rising sun. What about you?
So they don't really tolerate him most of the time, but I guess during the Sabbath thing, let him be here just because they tolerate quote-unquote mystical and mythical creatures more during the Sabbath.
We gotta climb the mountain. Can you help?
I'd rather try to dissuade you, but I'm certain that would be in vain. The lass, she as stubborn as you?
Probably worse.
Even more so.
Yeah.
Figured as much. Oh. Path to the peak starts there, past the gate. But only old Thekla's got the key, so since you shan't ever get it, you best turn back now.
I think we'll try that. We'll figure that out. Do you have any guests that you
We're here to
know?
find an elf named Imlerith. Ciri thinks he might be a guest of the Crones.
Big bloke, in full plate? Going the right way. He's atop the mountain, all right.
You've seen him?
Saw him in the bog first. Water froze beneath his horse's hooves. Then I saw him again yesterday, heading up this path. Why are you looking for him?
He killed my friend.
Wouldn't seek revenge if I were you. Even the ladies bow and scrape before that one.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Very powerful. But we're gonna kick his ass anyway.
The key. Why do you doubt we can get it?
Good grief, you're worse than children.
Yeah.
3 souls are allowed atop the mountain, and only strapping young lads or comely lasses among them. They get the key, open the gate, and meet the ladies.
I believe I qualify.
But he's old and ugly. What good is he?
He's old.
Pretty
enough.
damn good at finding lost voices.
Then go find the voice of reason. It'll tell you to turn back. There's no fooling with the ladies.
We'll deal with them in their time as well.
Gotta get to the summit. Simple as that.
It's Thekla you'll need to convince. She's blind as your bum, but she won't be fooled.
We shan't try to trick her.
She sits in that tent over yonder. I wish you luck, and do hope we meet again, someday.
You know, Johnny, push comes to shove.
Rising,
We've got swords.
Fire
Just saying.
just a gleam. Hours late in slumber cold.
Well, thanks for watching, folks. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. I will see you next time. We're going to go up the mountain here and hopefully do battle with Imlerith. I'll see you then. Take it easy. Have a good day, and bye-bye.